Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today we're talking about the myth about 500-year flood events. You know, we've been talking to a lot of people after the flooding in Yellowstone. We've been talking to a lot of people in flooding after events in Birmingham over the last year, and everyone's like, oh, this was what they call a 500-year flood event, which means it's not going to happen again in my lifetime. Now, it's important to understand that these events, these flood insurance areas like the 100-year floodplain, these are all probabilities. So what this 500-year event means that the probability is when it rains the way it did, or when circumstances occur the way they did, it just means 1 in every 500 chances it's going to happen again. It doesn't mean it's only going to happen every 500 years. And that's why it's really important to make sure that you protect yourself with flood insurance, that you protect your property against flooding, dry proofing, wet proofing, flood vents, redirecting water, making sure that the contents in your building is above grade. So if something does happen, for example, in Birmingham, we had someone who had their contents below ground and they lost everything. They were moving out, they had canceled their flood insurance policy. And so when the flood occurred, they had no coverage. So it's really important to understand these things when we're talking about the 500-year flood events, that just because it happened last year doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. It's strictly probability. So if you've got a question about understanding your flood risks, you know, what are the probabilities of your property flooding? What are your flood insurance options? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we're here to help you simplify your flood insurance and understand your flood risk through education and creating long-term rate stability for you. Thank you.